Hey guys, welcome back. BDCKR here. And the drought of online multiplayer play videos is over. We've got another one for you, and
yeah, we've been saving a lot of augmentations for some of the newer characters, and Inj2 Superman was fully deserving of the critical chance and critical damage augmentations.
yeah, until new characters are added, he's easily one of the best characters in the game right now.
Offensively, for sure. I mean, defensively, you're looking more at some of the passives, right, to make sure. All right, let's pay attention to this.
Yeah, and making sure that their passives make them really hard to deal with, like Raven. But offensively, just look at the damage that he's doing. Yeah, I'm decently excited for Injustice 2. I'm not sure that we'll be getting it, but it's the same kind of thing where all the like free first-person shooters, when Overwatch comes out, everyone wins, right? If you're playing the mobile game, we're gonna be getting updates or new contents or whatever, new content to advertise for it, right? So either way, it should be good.
Was that 69,000? All right, so that was the first fight. Let's explain some of the strategies, some of what you saw. All right, so a couple things. One is, hold on, it's going to try to get to the next page. Let's bring it back. Injustice 2 Superman, no damage or health augmentation, but he's totally crit chance and crit damage augmented. He's got 3 basic damage boosting gears because we're taking advantage of his high damage. And he doesn't need all of them to be crit chance, so one of them has a different ability. That's a stun on special 1. And you could do anything. It could be heal on special 1, it doesn't really matter, but we're really taking advantage of his ability to soak up a special with taking no damage and no effect. One thing about this that's wrong, or at least that doesn't play like that, he doesn't need to tag in. When he starts the game, he actually has the ability. And that makes a huge difference in terms of where you place him at the beginning.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to, if you don't need to, you don't want to have to tag him in and then trigger the League of Assassins gear if it's there, unnecessarily.
So this just makes him a little bit more versatile.
And more, yeah. Batman Prime is for his boost, damage boost. He's got no augmentations, but he does have, because he's sort of our backup, right? If he comes in, we've got him with chance of stun, Cloak of Destiny, so that by the time, if we need him, he's going to have at least a couple bars, and then with the chance of stunning, he's going to do way more damage to help our team.
For sure.
The surprise here is Man of Steel Superman. So his passive gives you a chance to not need any power.
Yeah, just under a third of the time.
Right, and so what we're doing is generating more power. He also does a little bit of damage over time and increasing, because his special 1 is really the star. Crit chance of special 1, regen chance on special 1, and more crit chance on special 1 with more power gen, and also disable special. Now, I've said before that I didn't think disable special didn't used to be one of the things I'd like to do as a strategy, because all it does is delay stuff, and unless you knock them out, they've got their power, or drain them, they've got their power later to knock
Yeah, so
you
it's
out.
always better to get damage instead of disable special.
But because of Superman, Injustice 2 Superman, because he can actually eat a special and take nothing.
It gives you extra time to work with.
Right, and then you can actually swap them in, which is beautiful. So what you saw there was when the other guy was ready to do a special, here's the other thing. When you block with Injustice 2 Superman, it doesn't trigger his passive. Oh crap. Okay, so let's do that again. It doesn't trigger his passive. So if you have to not block, if you're not going to block, you might as well generate more power. So that's why I keep on swinging at the guy and trying to hit the guy with the swipe combo, even when they're in the middle of their special, because then at least I'm generating a little bit more power.
For sure.
And again, there's no point blocking unless you really don't want to take that special.
Okay.
That was unfortunate.
Yeah, if this takes too long, we'll have to cut here. And you guys will see when we've got our internet connection back up and running. We're not going to skip the first little bit. We'll skip the first fight. Okay, we had some technical difficulties which we fixed.
Yeah,
so,
well, I don't know about fixing. We just rebooted Injustice a few times, and finally it got to work.
so we won't make you sit through our technical difficulties, but we will allow you guys to see an extra
I
fight.
guess you're getting 6 fights instead of 5.
Yeah, we'll replay the first fight again just because this is a multiplayer online battle.
And we're playing it, might as well post it.
Yeah.
We're sitting here in our basement, we're already ready.
That's kind of a lot of our mentality for YouTube. Well, I mean, if we're doing it, might as well just post it while we're here.
Yeah, exactly. 18,000 a hit. So he's not actually that hard to fight against because most people don't gear him the same way. So he hits you, it's not that bad. And you just gotta know either have a couple specials to use up or don't bother wasting a special on him. Yeah, or at least there's no point wasting a second special on him, right? If you're gonna waste a special, use it first.
Nice.
Yeah, not that hard. His damage per second is pretty high too because he does so much in each one. So basically more than 10,000 per second, right? And if he uses any of his special, it's even higher than that, which is pretty impressive. I mean, there's no real character. He's got a good juggle. His latency after he finishes his combo is a little bit longer. So Man of Steel Superman is actually a little bit better. He seems a little bit quicker. Right, so this might give us a little bit of trouble because Joker's got very little health. So what I might try to do then is let Batman Prime eat one of the Super Special 3s. Or maybe I'll use... Alright, hold on. I gotta time it now. I gotta wait until there's enough time to make it back. Or you know what? I can wait him out.
Nice.
Now he left me stunned. Yeah, but he's not doing a lot of damage. The cool thing is he's not doing a lot of damage. I mean, when you think about it, it's a huge amount of damage, but compared to what we're doing, it's like piddly amount. This is where I would like to disable a special.
Nice.
Oh.
Free. Nothing better than free. Ooh. You can just kill him now.
Let's disable a special. Oh, too bad. That's okay. You know what? We've got 3 guys left. This is not the worst thing that can happen. We sacrifice one guy.
Is he dead for
Yeah,
sure?
he's probably dead.
Yeah. But now, definite easy win.
Ooh, don't say that too early.
Well, you can eat a special and you got 2 in the bag.
So you notice that I'm still trying to generate power even though I'm probably not using it.
Tenacious.
His juggling is great. I mean, that's really what makes him one of the overlooked things as far as comparing one guy to another. Besides, you know, it's not all stats. Part of it has to do with how easy they're used, and that's why, in a lot of ways, Man of Steel is really underrated. So, I can't remember if I showed you what his... yeah, I did. We did on the first fight.
Yeah.
It was that first fight so long ago after rebooting a couple times. Alright, so Raven's got nothing, so she doesn't have power. We don't have to worry about her. Yeah, there's nothing really. I mean, you can tell when somebody is a little bit scary when you feel like you have to look at their gear to know what you're getting yourself into. And I don't think it matters. I don't think we really need to change our strategy for this. Oh, by the way, Man of Steel Superman, I don't know if I mentioned it, he's our designated Raven Killer because his special 1 can do 69,000 damage. It's going to crit most of the time.
I think we did mention that.
And another one of the guys that we don't really want to waste a special. Oh, my time's a little off. Ooh, that was pretty. Do your special. See if I care. So then, as soon as his passive is triggered, then we're ready to... Oh, he blocks a lot, doesn't he? Block that. can't believe he survived that. He
That was
was
pretty impressive.
for the opponent. Yeah, the Dawn of Justice Superman did so much blocking. I mean, there you go. Still 10,000 damage per second, right? Still. But I mean, if you're going to play this team, one of the easiest things to do is as soon as his Injustice 2 Superman's passive triggers, swap him in a Steel, let him build up some power, maybe do his few specials, and that usually buys you enough time to bring in Injustice 2 Superman on a guy who's had his specials disabled.
Yeah, I think the most useful part of Injustice 2 Superman is he's really great for offense, and then when you're facing him on defense, he's his own counter pretty well.
Yeah. Now, and this is not what I'd say it's a great team, because it's not.
It just shows off two characters.
Right, and really, what we're talking about is, think of it, two of these teams, in a game where we're complaining about power creep all the time. Oh, it didn't take him out in time. In a game where we're talking about power creep, these two are the original, like, first generation characters, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate, he's got crit disabled. These are the worst fights.
You might want a special, they're just regenning so fast.
Yeah. There we go. Oh, too bad. Too far away. Alright, that was a little sloppy. I admit it. Too bad. It would have been nice to stun him. He had a power bar.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, that regen is killer. Stay down.
Alright, sure.
Boom.
Stay down. Alright, so part of the reason why it's not the best team is because really you're working with two first-gen guys. They're not, oh look, better than 10,000, right? We did a couple of specials. Better than, you're using him against really a lot of the power creep guys. So you can't expect them to be great, but it still illustrates the point where the crit chance and the crit damage augmentations are the most important things if you want to be competitive. So this last fight, yeah, really, and the beauty of it is because his Injustice 2 Superman's passive engages even without tagging in at the beginning of the fight. You don't have to trigger the League or prime the League of Assassins gear ability.
And it gives you a little more freedom.
Yeah, absolutely. So he's carrying at least one fourth world gear.
Probably multiple.
Yep, because his damage is so low.
But it won't matter. Oh, he's gonna be regenning.
Oh, but he doesn't have crit. I'm okay with that if he doesn't.
Yeah, it would be cool if they had when you put him on a defense team if you had the ability to choose.
Oh! Didn't let me block.
Wait, that's 2 resurrects. Isn't it?
Might have been, I wasn't interrogated. Ooh, that sucked.
Yeah, that was 2 resurrects. So this guy's hacking. Oh, this guy's totally hacking.
And somehow it doesn't even matter. Hacking with higher level power creep guys, extra gear, and we still kicked his ass. Alright, so...
Okay, so the top bit of his name was cut off, but maybe we report him?
Yeah, what do we care?
Ah, you're right.
It's not... Alright, so 770,000 damage in 52 seconds. I think that's a pretty darn good demonstration of just how good he is. None of his gear are legendary. It's all the original gears. Legendary on him just so that when he comes in he can be a little bit useful like he was with Cloak of Destiny. And again, really underrated. All you need to do is augment his crit chance to crit damage. We didn't actually get a great demonstration because the best times are when he is able to get free specials over and over and over again. Every once in a while you get that one special fight where you get 4 in a row and it's so sweet.
Yeah, it definitely feels like more than 30%.
Yeah, probably close to half the time it feels like.
Yeah. So anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Komoda.